Coin Bureau clips, innit? Hey folks, so you've no doubt seen that the downtrend across pretty much all cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, etc., seems to be continuing at the moment. So at the time of filming, Bitcoin is at $41,900, Ethereum's at $3,150, both well off their all-time highs and down around 11 and 17% respectively. It's been a bit of a bloodbath. However, in spite of this pullback, some subsectors of the crypto world continue to see interesting developments. And one such sector is, unsurprisingly, yep, you know what I'm going to say, metaverses. Now, this has been partly triggered by Facebook's rebranding and the rise of major projects like the Sandbox and Decentraland. So, as a result, metaverses saw an insane end to 2021 and are still making headlines today. So, only this morning I was reading about how Disney has now secured its own metaverse patent. Now, technically, the patent was for a virtual world simulator in a real-world venue. And what's more, Disney applied for that patent back in July of 2020, a full year before metaverses became mainstream. Suffice to say, the House of Mouse has been thinking about this one for a while. Now, it seems that Disney is planning to implement augmented reality rather than virtual reality across its venues. According to Cointelegraph, the tech would work by tracking visitors using their mobile phones and generating and projecting personalized 3D effects onto nearby physical spaces, walls, and objects in the park. So in this respect, Disney's metaverse would move away from metaverses like the Sandbox that effectively create a whole new world and instead seek to bridge the gap between the real world and the digital. It's exciting and a little scary all in one, if you ask me. Now, though Disney told the LA Times that there are no immediate plans to implement the technology, you can bet there'll be some serious work on the project happening behind the scenes. And in other news, Binance US has announced that it will be developing its own space in the Portals metaverse built on the Solana blockchain. Now, there are some exciting metaverse projects emerging from the Solana network, and others include the likes of Solace, which launched very recently, and it's backed by major VCs like Animoca, 3 Arrows Capital, and Defiance Capital. So, according to Binance US's head of community and partnerships, Chris Lund, Binance's space will be in the downtown area of the Portals metaverse and will be aimed at delivering the latest news, charts, and events virtually. Indeed, Binance US is not alone in this venture, with FTX planning similar moves with regards to a Portals office space. Now, I think that 2022 is going to see a host of similar moves arise from major crypto names and metaverses. And one reason why I think we're seeing this massive metaverse push is because of the realization among many companies that digital worlds represent perhaps the most promising areas for long-term future growth. Many people and companies across the world are becoming increasingly concerned that our current consumerist culture, at least that in the developed world, is unsustainable and disastrous for the planet. And do you know what? They're right. If we do keep buying new stuff all the time, we're only going to continue putting intolerable strain on the planet's already limited resources. Now, I think metaverses could provide a sector that allows for economic growth, but doesn't eat up physical resources that might be better used elsewhere. A fourth dimension for humanity to expand into, perhaps. I think this is a discussion that's going to grow louder and louder in the months and years to come. So, folks, I hope you found these developments as interesting as I did, but I would love to hear what you think. Are metaverses going to be exciting this year as they were in 2022? Are they going to be more exciting? Which metaverses are going to be the most exciting? Will the likes of the Sandbox and Decentraland continue to dominate? And does the metaverse represent our best chance for sustainable economic growth into the future? Let me know in the comments section below.